Okay, Cancer, buckle up because Mercury goes retrograde in Sagittarius on November the 9th, y'all. And this one is not coming to play with us, all right? I need you to just expect some truths to spill, prepare for travel plans to twist, and people from your past to just pop up like popcorn or unfinished business, okay? But here's the thing, Cancer. This energy is not here to punish you, but it's definitely here to prepare you, okay? So let's talk about how to survive, thrive, and maybe even win during this Mercury retrograde transit, okay? Welcome back to the Cancerian Vibe, you guys. This is your one-stop shop for astrology and intuitive insights, especially specialized for my fellow Cancerian placements. I am your host. I am your guide. I am the spiritual bridge, okay? I am helping you decode cosmic chaos so that you can flow with the energy, y'all, and not fight it, okay? Just a quick PSA. If you happen to see my content, this video, anywhere besides at the Cancerian Vibe, y'all, please know that it's stolen. All right. You don't want to be in that kind of energy around somebody that would steal something like this. You know what I mean? You gotta be a different kind of person, a very low vibrational person to steal something like this and repurpose it just to kind of get your own personalized gain. But that's another story for another day, and nothing goes unnoticed, okay? So just know. But anyway, y'all, please report it, y'all. Do not support it. Please, please, please. If you don't do nothing else, if you ain't think about me, think about yourself, and please protect yourself from the scams, all right? Please stick to my official links only. My official links only down in the description box below, my comment section, my official TikTok only at the Cancerian Vibe. If you happen to be catching this on Betty Cooley's TikTok page, please, y'all. It's like, do y'all not listen? Do y'all not hear? Do y'all not read? Like, I'm worried about society because I just really don't understand it at this point. Like, it's getting a little weird, but yeah, that's you. I'ma just say that, all right? Just prepare yourself, all right? But we gotta sip on some tea. I gotta spill some tea about this retrograde transit, y'all, because you need to know what this really, really means for us, okay? Mercury is going to be moving backwards in the sign of Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, honey, is a sign that loves it some blunt truth, okay? It loves some adventure, and it loves expansion, okay? But retrogrades, Cancer, they force us to kind of rethink, all right? So instead of trying to push forward, the universe is really saying slow down and reevaluate. You know how it's like when you try to turn in a test at school or whatever, and the teacher would be like, you wanna double check your answers, and so giving you a little extra time. Like, yeah, that's what Spirit doing right now, okay? So for my Cancers, y'all, this is gonna hit us in our 6th house of routines, work, health, and service. So babe, just expect some schedule mix-ups, some mishaps, all right? There could be some communication issues with your coworkers and other people, whoever you're connected with. It could be some communication issues, so just be aware of that. This could even be moments, y'all, where your body says, I ain't got it. I need you to rest, okay? And if your body tells you to rest, you need to rest, okay? But I need you to remember, Cancer, Sagittarius wants you to, really look at the bigger picture, like zoom out, okay? This is not about being perfect. It's not about, the perfection, but it's really about reconnecting to your why, okay? So you may notice that, there are tech glitches or lost emails. So I need you to double check everything, y'all. It's already been getting me, okay? So just make sure, double check everything, Cancer, okay? Some of you, your past coworkers or past clients could be resurfacing, showing up, for a reason or two. This could look like mental overload, y'all. I'm not even gonna hold you. Mental overload. Expect maybe travel delays, especially around like the 6th, between November 6th and 12th. Just anticipate, plan ahead for those delays, okay? This could also too, y'all, look like sudden clarity about how to really simplify your life, okay? So Mercury's retrograde won't end until the 1st of December. So use these next 3 weeks to really just review, rewrite, and renew your personal story, okay? And if you happen to be feeling this Mercury retrograde madness already, we are in the shadow period. But if you happen to want some of Spirit's guidance personalized to you, now is the perfect perfect time to book an overall energy reading or book a quick clarity call with me, you guys. Both are going to be linked below. These sessions are designed to help you navigate these confusing transits like this, okay, with peace and with strategy. So definitely take advantage if you're interested, you guys. While you are here, definitely drop your Cancer emoji or your crab emoji down in the comment section, you guys. If you are ready to turn chaos into clarity, claim that. All right, leave me some good energy on my thumbs up button. I really appreciate you. Hit that hype button, y'all. I really appreciate you guys finding it not robbery to exchange that energy with me and help me to reach more Cancerians. Look, God gonna bless you real good, y'all, okay? But let's get into it, Cancer. Let's ask Spirit what you need to know before Mercury retrograde and how we're gonna thrive through it, how we're gonna survive. Not only survive, but thrive and win, okay? And look, we got this energy of change already showing up, this Leo energy of change wanting to pop out. But I'm gonna ask Spirit about the energy that we are entering this retrograde with. What energy is Cancer entering this retrograde with, Spirit? So interesting. We got the North Node popping out. So this is faded kind of energy. So I'm telling you again, don't try to work against what this retrograde is trying to do, okay? We're dealing with North Node energy, Cancer. You're stepping into this Mercury retrograde really aligned with destiny itself, okay? The North Node just says that you're being pulled towards your purpose, even if it feels uncomfortable, okay? This retrograde is not random, y'all. It's very much karmic. I'm telling you, this is a karmic. This is unlike other retrogrades, okay? Because you're being redirected towards what's really truly meant for you, okay? That's been a big message for Cancerians. Spirit is like, I'm trying to get you in the right job, okay? Spirit is showing me that some of you have been second guessing a path. You maybe been second guessing a career move or a personal calling, but Mercury slowdown will actually help kind of confirm where you are meant to go next. You know, you might notice people or opportunities or even delays, y'all, that are just strategically placed in line to remind you that you are not meant to shrink back anymore. You can't go back. You can only go forward. And then we have this Jupiter energy here at the bottom. You know, this retrograde really, I feel like, wants you to expand your vision. Even when things feel blocked or uncertain, Spirit is saying take the inspired risk, because some of the confusion that's going to be coming up is really kind of meant to strip away the distraction so that you can really see what's real. This is faded growth, y'all. That's what this is. This is not random chaos. And Cancers, that's the key word here, okay? Faded. Faded is the key word here. You are entering this retrograde walking straight into your next evolution, straight into your destiny. This is a big deal, okay? And Jupiter is currently in our sign. Jupiter is getting ready to go retrograde right after Mercury. So I feel like, Cancer, this is definitely just divine realignment. So I need you to kind of withstand what's happening and trust the process. I'm going to ask what lesson Mercury is trying to teach us during this cycle so you can get a better grasp. What lesson is Mercury trying to teach Cancers in this cycle, Spirit? So, okay, yeah, this is a Four of Pentacles energy, Cancer. And I feel like this is the energy of someone holding on, and Spirit is trying to yank something out of your hand to try to give you something better, okay? But this guarded energy is showing up. Excuse me, Cancer. But look, we got this summer, the timing card here at the bottom of the deck, and this is summer energy. This made me think of Cancer season just automatically. It definitely gives Jupiter vibes again. But it's again talking about growth, okay? So this is definitely, I feel like, a new life force energy coming through and kind of infusing your reality and pushing you towards your destined outcome, Cancer. But the lesson that Spirit, I feel like, is really showing you is about opening up again. You know what I mean? Because this guarded card really says that you've been playing it safe. You have been playing it safe, Cancer. Maybe emotionally playing it safe, financially, or even creatively trying to play it safe. You have been protecting your peace so hard that you have started protecting yourself from possibility, okay? And Mercury retrograde is revealing where fear may fear of like maybe being hurt or rejected or misunderstood is quietly keeping you in this loop, okay? And this can look like overthinking before trying to send that message. This may look like hesitating to speak up and share your truth, or you could just definitely be kind of clinging to what feels secure, you know what I mean, to what feels comfortable, even if it's not fulfilling, even if it doesn't make you happy. And I feel like Spirit saying that your next level of growth is going to require vulnerability, Cancer. And this summer card at the bottom really just reminds us that this season of reflection is planting the seeds for your next chapter, okay? And by summer 2026, the results of what you review now are going to fully bloom. This is setting the scene for what your birthday next year is going to look like, okay? This retrograde is teaching you that true progress is not about control, Cancer, but it's about having trust, all right? You don't have to hold everything so tight, Cancer. I know our claws, but you don't have to hold everything so tight. Let things breathe, okay? Let life breathe again. You know what I mean? But let's look into what challenges may come up. Let me put us on game. What challenges or miscommunications may show up during this transit, Spirit? What challenges are... okay, so look, in regards to your connections, all right, and I feel like the disruption, this soulmate energy, because this is the Lovers card, I do feel like for a lot of you, the disruption is going to be a soulmate connection, okay? If you are new to the Vibe Tribe, it's not coincidence that you're finding me now, okay? Because you are finding your true tribe, okay? But I'm telling you, y'all, this full moon and Mercury's retrograde is working together to make you decide what you really want and decide that you really deserve to get it. Because we have this decisions energy here at the bottom of the deck between two people, two paths, whatever. It just feels like Spirit is saying this or that. Do you want this or that? And I really just feel like, Cancer, this combination with this decision and soulmate energy, this union, really is highlighting that tensions between, the head and the heart are going to be front row, like hot seat, okay? Relationships, commitments, and choices are going to resurface. They're going to come back up around in divine timing, and they are meant to, Cancer. The challenge during this retrograde is going to revolve around connections and clarity. And this union card really tells me that relationships, this could be romantic, y'all. This could be family, friend, business, whatever it is. It's going to be tested under this energy, okay? Conversations that might have been avoided might come back up. They might resurface. There could be some miscommunication that stirs up some type of confusion between, what your heart wants and what your logic is trying to say you need. But this decisions card at the bottom really shows exactly that you could be torn between two paths, two people. Like for some of you, this is going to be the return of a past love. Definitely going to dive into a love reading for y'all. I know you've been asking for it in the comments because, yeah, I feel like this Mercury retrograde is definitely stirring up Cancer's love life. So if you are interested in the love read, let me know down in the comment section and make sure you subscribe. But I feel like, even though this could be the return of a past love for you or some type of unfinished situation, it's coming back around because it needs closure. For others of you, it's going to be about realizing that the version of you who once kind of accepted certain things, accepted certain dynamics, it's just y'all aren't the same people. It's like, allow me to reintroduce myself, okay? And Mercury's retrograde is often, known for bringing back the past, right? But here, I feel like Spirit is saying it's not about going backwards, Cancer. It's not, okay? It's about seeing things clearly, seeing who's aligned with your evolution and who is not. You got to be mindful. All right. Be very mindful of quick judgments. Be very mindful of impulsive text messages or assuming that someone's intentions, Cancer. Instead, sit back and listen. Allow people to, spill. All right. Reflect, observe, because what's revealed now is going to help you make a choice that's going to define your next chapter. That's going to really help you help play out over this next, like I said, 6 months, all up until next year, summer, our season, Cancer. So I'm going to ask some advice. We're going to see how we can stay grounded and protected during this time, during this chaotic transit, Spirit. How can we stay grounded and protected? Ooh. All right, so look, Spirit is definitely, I'm telling you, this is going hand in hand with the full moon. If y'all missed the full moon reading, definitely go back and check that out, because I'm telling you, this is the first full moon in Taurus that we've had, and like, it's been a little minute. So this is kind of some rare energy, and I feel like, you know, Spirit, the universe, everything is kind of divinely timing things to work together for a certain benefit, okay? Because there's been a big message, Cancer, for you to choose yourself, to focus on yourself, to believe in yourself, okay? Self-worth is showing up here, and self-care here at the bottom of the deck, right? So, and some of you, you know, you could find yourself being kind of low on energy during this retrograde, you know, and Spirit is trying to tell you to protect your energy. Like I said, y'all, it's energy vampires out here. Protect your energy. Energy is your currency. Protect your money like you would protect protect your energy like you would protect your money, okay? But some of you definitely, I feel like, you know, and Spirit specifically talked about doing a ritual in this, in that full moon reading that I did, Cancer. And I feel like that ritual can definitely be around self-care, okay? Cleansing your energy, cleansing your space, okay? This is giving you the time to recharge, retreat. That's what this self-care energy is showing. And that's what's going to help this energy of your self-worth, staying grounded in your self-worth, Cancer. Cancer, your real power mood this retrograde is going to be remembering your worth, okay? Remembering your worth, because this self-worth card really just says that this season is going to highlight where you have been undervaluing yourself. Taurian energy coming in and teaching you value as well. Maybe maybe you're a person that says yes too often, Cancer, you know, that people pleasing in you. You could be someone that accepts less than they deserve, knowing that you deserve more, but you accept less, right? Or you could just be even just doubting your own voice. I feel like Spirit is telling you that, you know, these boundaries that you're putting up, because, you know, this guarded energy showed up, and I feel like some of you may have gone to the extreme with the boundaries, right? Boundaries aren't meant to be walls. They are filters, you know. They are supposed to protect your peace by not closing off, but honoring your energy, honoring your own energy, right? And the self-care card really at the bottom just confirms it, that you can't pour from an empty cup. I don't know how many times y'all hear me say that. You can't. And this retrograde is going to cue you. This may definitely, you know, I feel like you're going to feel the slowdown. And that's why I said physically, your body, your physical body could definitely, I'm not trying to wish sickness or illness or anything on you, but I feel like your body is going to definitely give you some type of indication that you need to relax, Cancer. You need to fall back, relax, rest, recharge, rejuvenate, okay? Unplug and retreat when you need to, okay? Anytime that you need to. The moment that you feel depleted, that is your signal to take a pause, take a beat, and retreat, okay? You thrive when your energy is clean, clear, and centered, okay? Remember that. So know that this cycle, Cancer, your spiritual homework is to really realign your daily habits, your routines, and your conversations with your true value, okay? You do not chase, you attract. So don't try to prove nothing. All right. You just embody what it is. All right. When you choose you, everything else is going to align naturally, Cancer. All right. And so y'all make sure you put your big 3 down in the comment section too, so I can tell you where else this retrograde is going to be peaking its energy in your chart, where else you can kind of see these disruptions, quote unquote, these changes, the divine fated disruptions, okay? But let's go ahead, let's look at the blessing. I'm going to ask about the blessing coming from this retrograde, or the clarity that will come once Mercury goes direct. Once we get into December, as we're closing out the year, what blessing or clarity is going to come from this transit? Ooh, that was something that tried to pop out. I didn't catch. What blessing or clarity will come after Mercury? Oh, I love this. So this is, and look, we're ending with the sun energy again. The infinity symbol. I don't know if y'all had caught that, if I had said that out loud when I was like the change card. It was definitely giving Leo energy. The 8, and it had the infinity symbol as well. So this is, sun energy, and sun kind of just represents illumination, revelations. Okay. We have feminine energy, this yin energy, intuition, your superpower here underlying this whole thing. Your intuition, Cancer, is going to be the start of the show. That your intuition is what's going to lead you. It's going to be your compass. Okay. Literally, it's going to be your compass. And I feel like the strength that spirit, or, the blessing that spirit is saying that you'll receive, Cancer, is a strength. You're going to feel, this is definitely, I feel like, restoring confidence. The card says empowerment. All right. Your heart chakra is opening. I'm telling you, y'all, a lot of y'all are falling in love, or a lot of you all are connecting with soul partnerships. Okay. Their soul was designed with you in mind, and vice versa. Okay. And the blessing waiting on the other side of this retrograde is going to be this radiant truth. The sun card really says that by the time Mercury goes direct, you're going to see everything with a fresh new set of eyes, y'all, and that clarity is going to truly empower you. This is that breakthrough energy that I'm talking about, y'all. Especially with your heart chakra opening, you're going to feel lighter. You're going to feel freer. You're going to be ready to just move with confidence. And you're not going to be second guessing yourself. You're not going to be fearful, right? Spirit is saying everything you release now is going to create the space for the joy, the connection, the authentic alignment here in the very near future, Cancer. And especially with this yin energy at the bottom, the yin energy attracts, feminine energy attracts, okay? The key is to stay soft. The key is to stay receptive and open to receiving. Okay. You do not have to chase your blessings this time. Okay. You don't have to hustle for them. None of that. They are going to find you when you are in the right vibration of peace, and when you are in the right vibration of trust, Cancer, and when you're in the right vibration of belief. Okay. So definitely expect some healing in your relationships, renewed confidence, like I said, even creative spark, because the sun energy, definitely kind of brings kind of this fiery, kind of passionate kind of vibe. All right. I feel like it's spirit. It's like spirit's turning the lights back on for you. You know what I mean? And it's like suddenly what once felt confusing for you is finally going to start making all the sense in the world. Perfect sense. Mercury's retrograde might shake some things up for you, but it's definitely revealing your strength. It's helping you reveal your truth and really step into your next chapter. And that's a big deal, Cancer. So, like I'm saying, Cancer, Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, it's not about losing your control, but it's really about trying to find your truth throughout the chaos of this retrograde transit. You're going to learn that slowing down doesn't mean necessarily falling behind, but it just means that you're, making sure that you're in alignment. Spirit says that right now, y'all, what's unfolding is destined. Okay. It's destiny level alignment. And we started off with this North Node energy with fate, right? And purpose, just kind of guiding you into your next chapter. Every delay, y'all, every conversation, every moment of confusion, all of that is part of your story of redirection. Okay. And the lesson is clear. Please let your guard down, Cancer. You got to be open to receiving, open and receptive to receiving. And the guarded energy really just showed that safety doesn't come from trying to control everything or have all the answers, Cancer. I really feel like Mercury is going to teach you to stop trying to overprotect yourself, overprotect your heart, and really start letting love and life flow through you again. You are that vessel for it. And then, with this union energy, that tells me that relationships are going to very much mirror your growth. So be receptive to these people or relationships that are coming into your life or leaving your life, okay? Because misunderstandings or revisited connections they're not setbacks for you. They're very much going to be like a checkpoint to show you how much you've grown, how much you've evolved. And some bonds are going to deepen for you, Cancer. Some bonds are going to crash and burn, and you're going to release them, okay? But either way, you are stepping into greater emotional clarity. And, you know, you want to stay grounded by remembering your worth, you know, really your peace is priceless, Cancer. Your peace is priceless. Still, you know, set those boundaries. Still, you know, rest. You can say no sometimes. Rest, take care of self-care. Though self-care is not a luxury, okay? Is very much a spiritual strategy that is very important, okay? And just remember that after all of this, Cancer, your blessing is going to be the reflection when the fog lifts, okay? The truth is going to be revealed, and you're going to get to reclaim your power, your strength, your joy, and you're going to be able to stay soft enough to receive the miracles. Like I said, you're not going to have to work hard for it, okay? You're going to receive the miracles that you prayed for. So just know, Cancer, as Mercury is, you know, retracing its steps, remember that you're not going backwards, okay? It may feel, you know, and retrogrades don't even, the planet isn't even technically going backwards. It's just going slow to where it looks like it's going backwards. So you're not going backwards during a retrograde, okay? You are aligning with higher, with better, okay? And by the time December ends, y'all, or December begins, once this November ends and this Mercury retrograde ends, you're going to see that your light is going to be impossible to ignore, okay? Impossible. So, Cancer, just know if this message resonated with you, don't stop here. Spirit has a personal message waiting for you in your own energy, okay? So you can book your overall energy reading, schedule a quick clarity call through my links below to see exactly what this retrograde is activating in your life. Like I said, Cancer, also put your big 3 down in the comment section so I can tell you where else this is going to be activating in your life, okay? Leave me a Cancer emoji, a crab emoji in the comments if you're protecting your peace during this Mercury retrograde, and let me know which part of this reading really hit home for you, okay? Don't forget, y'all, if you see this content anywhere but at the Cancerian Vibe, it's stolen. It is stolen. You are in enemy territory. You are in, look, get out of there, okay? Please report it. Do not support it, y'all. Please protect yourself from scams, and please protect your energy, okay? Energy is your highest and most valuable form of currency, all right? So protect it, y'all. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here until next time, Cancer. Like I said, protect your energy, trust your timing, and just remember that what's meant for you will never ever miss you, boo, okay? But I'm gonna leave it here in the meantime, in between time, until next time. I love you.